Now let's begin the conversation. For many, retirement is a time for personal growth and rest, which becomes the path to greater freedom. But that is not the case for many retired workers in Nigeria due to non-payment of their entitlements. The federal government's pensioners are fighting for their welfare after shutting down the Federal Ministry of Finance over unpaid accrued entitlements. The national chairman of the National Union of Contributory Pensioners, Sylva Nwaiwu, who led the senior citizens to the ministry, called for the immediate release of their entitlements. All right, let's bring the conversation home. I'll start with you, Emeka Madunagu. The issue of the pensioners, looking at the socio-economic realities, which is biting hard on Nigerians. But before we do that, we have a track for this story.
We have agreed within ourselves, but I don't mind letting it out. If they refuse to meet our expectation, that would be very unfortunate for them. What we have decided to do all over the country, all retirees under the CPS, the Contributory Pension Scheme, we move to office of Federal Ministry of Finance and the Accountant General's office. We'll be sleeping there until the day federal government decides to listen to.
I assure you that any time that you or your leaders seek audience with me and I am available in the office as opposed to being outside of the office or even outside of the country, I will surely honor your request. And yesterday, if you had come to see me yesterday, I would have honored that request. So I'm not happy at all, and I'm very uncomfortable that you have felt it necessary to take this step. Your funding under the budget will be paid. We'll start next week, let me say next week, and then pay everything that we can under the current budget as outlined.
Now, bringing the conversation home, Emeka Madunagu, looking at the socio-economic realities, biting hard on many Nigerians. Now, these pensioners are not finding it very easy. But why is it that the government is not treating right these pensioners?
No, this thing is actually, there are two different things.
Okay.
There's accrued benefits, then there's a contributory pension. So, contributory pension, I think, started in 2005.
Okay.
Under then President Olusegun Obasanjo. So, what had accrued before then? Some members of the private sector actually paid the workers.
Yeah, okay.
Then, yes,
so
they
the
paid the
public
workers.
Sector?
Public sector, it was supposed to be transferred.
Okay.
And become a part of their contributory pension.
Okay.
But it appears up till now that has not been done. And so that's why the workers, the pensioners, went to the Federal Ministry of Finance, and it's surprising that that kind of money since that time has not been paid.
The amount is up to like 260 billion now. It's unacceptable.
But when you break it down, the value, if they had been paid at that time, if they had been paid at that time, maybe life would have been much better for some of them. Maybe they would have used it to do one thing or the other. But we have accrued the money up till now, 260 billion, because this is not money that's going to capital projects. Or maybe you're going to put it into fixed deposit or something. This is money that will largely, 90% of it will go into recurrent expenditure, on welfare, school fees, drugs, medical attention, and all of that. So when I look at it, it's not really so much of money. But I like the assurance given by the Minister of Finance, while they're doing that, the matter will be fast-tracked.
And that they will be taken for these pensioners.
You see, let me tell you something. One of the problems we have in the system in Nigeria today is lack of technical expertise. Okay. Some of the people we have in the system, maybe due to deliberate negligence, just want to create problems for government. Let the government be embarrassed one way or the other. Then some also lack technical expertise. Issues that should be look at the controversy that took place between ASU and the federal government over IPPIS.
Okay.
Something that was judged, even the JAMB registrar came out to say that IPPIS cannot work in the tertiary education sector. Yet, some people still held on to it.
Yeah, it is the right
until ASU went on strike again, and then finally, it has been dropped for the tertiary education. So, I think government needs to really look at, some of these things, avoidable areas of avoidable conflict. These things should be avoided. It's not in the best interest of the nation that, workers have to go on strike every time because of simple things. Look at the issue of SANU, the one we discussed the other time. SANU and NASU went on strike, withheld salaries. These things have been approved. Pay, somebody will sit somewhere like a rock, like the Rock of Gibraltar, and refuse for the file maybe to move from his or her table, and then people will now go on strike again. It will cause national outrage. Okay. We can avoid these things.
All right, Dr. How badly hit are pensioners in Nigeria, considering the socio-economic realities? Petrol is high, electricity bill. How badly hit are they?
Certainly they will be badly hit. And that's why their protests had two legs to it. Number one, pay what you are owing. Number two, increase it, the monthly stuff. Because like workers who are still in service, pensioners are supposed to have their earnings raised once salaries are raised. That's the way it goes. There's also a time frame for that.
Sure.
So it shouldn't be something that they'll be begging for.
It should be part of the consequential adjustments.
Yes. But somehow, I'm not a sadist. I love the fact that some of those who are begging for this pension now, they are from the offices where they handle those pension issues. So their mates who are still in service can also learn that one day
they would also be
in that because look at it now, where it started from and which was my own interest. The minister said out of the so many letters these pensioners said they wrote to him, he never got one.
Oh, really?
Meaning that somebody has been receiving those letters and dumping them somewhere.
From the minister.
That is a problem.
So the minister says, I've not received anyone. How do you fathom that? Your former colleagues are coming to demand for their entitlement. As a civil servant, you are keeping the letter under the table. That for me is sad.
Let's talk solution now.
No,
the cost of living crisis here.
It's very simple. Look, government should invest more in automation. Automation. Payroll issues should not, should not bog down bureaucracy. Payroll issues should be automated in such a way that people who are supposed to retire in the next 3 months, people go on pre-retirement leave.
Okay.
It should be automated. They are like in the private sector. People
like
retire,
once you're leaving,
people retire seamlessly, very easily. It's not. There's no. But I know some people today who have retired in some federal government establishments. They are still reporting for duty because their entitlements have not been paid, and this is slowing down. These are people who want to move on their life. They want to go on to other things.
Exactly.
But you are still keeping them back. So when you automate, then make sure the office of wages, income, wages, and salaries should be more up and doing. They should not just be in name. Up and doing. They should do their work well, and make sure government avoids this embarrassing